his antique sword. Rebellious to his arms, lies where it falls, repugnant to command.
Unequal match, Pyrrhus at Priam drives, in rage strikes wide.
But with the whiff and wind of his fell sword, the unnerved father falls.
Then senseless Ilium, seeming to feel this blow, with flaming top stoops to his base.
I love this exercise because by running around and speaking the language, your breath is working freely, you don't have to think about it. But also, by jumping on something like a chair or whatever is available, you feel a sense of exhilaration with the language, an exhilaration with those words, and it empowers them and makes them live in another way.
Against some storm, a silence in the heavens! A rack stands still.
Bold wind speechless, and the orb below as hush as death.
The rugged... Anon! The dreadful thunder doth rend the region.
So after Pyrrhus' pause, a roused vengeance sets him new a work.
And never did the Cyclops hammer fall on Mars's armor, forged for proof etern.
With less remorse than Pyrrhus' bleeding sword now falls on Priam. Out! Out, thou strumpet fortune!
All you gods in general Cena, take away her power!
Thrill, excitement.
Really, because we don't get a chance to do that very often, do we?
Yeah.
Made you listen to us.
Yeah, and it gives each line a sense of importance in terms of moving the story along.
It also fills the space literally. I mean, you couldn't do that totally, but to have thought that this is the space you're filling every...
Yeah, brilliant.
You had to find it.
Yes.
When you didn't know where the person was.
Because it's telling a story, we don't have the obligation of what are we supposed to feel.
Oh, brilliant. Yes, very good.
Is not dropping the ball.
All right. Yes. Well, don't worry too much, but, do it one more time like that, and you can make a gesture. If you don't get up on something, it doesn't matter, but make a big gesture, whatever. Okay.
Anon, he finds himself striking two shorted Greeks.
His antique sword, rebellious to his arm, lies where it falls, repugnant to command.
Unequal match, Pyrrhus at Priam drives, in rage strikes wide.
But with the whiff and wind of his fell sword, the unnerved father falls.
Then senseless Ilium, seeming to feel this blow, with flaming top stoops to his base.
And with a hideous crash, takes prisoner Pyrrhus.
For lo! His sword, which was declining on the milky head of Reverend Priam, seemed in the air to stick.
So as a painted tyrant, Pyrrhus stood.
And like a neutral to his will and matter, did nothing.
But, as we often see against some storm,
a silence in the heaven. The rack stands still.
The bold wind speechless, and the orb below as hush as death.
Anon, the dreadful thunder doth rend the region.
So after Pyrrhus' pause, a roused vengeance sets him new a work.
And never did the Cyclops hammer fall on Mars's armor, forged for proof etern.
with less remorse than Pyrrhus' bleeding sword now unfolds on Priam. Out! Out, thou strumpet fortune!
All you gods in general Cena, take away her power.
Break all the spokes and bellies from her wheel, and bowl around me down the hill of heaven, as low as to the fiends.
Brilliant. Is that beginning to feel good? And the meaning becomes clear, doesn't it, as you do it? Does it? Yeah. Hopefully. Because don't ask me what it means.
And it didn't seem so long.
Which is really all that matters, isn't it? Basically. Right, now we're going to really be serious with it. No, not serious, not too serious. But I want us to get into a circle. And just take your time. You're telling this story now. Sort of rather quickly got through it. But telling the story, you can make any gesture you like, but into the circle. It can be loud, it can be quiet, whatever you like, but find your image. Just mutter it through once, quite quickly. And on, just very quietly, and on he finds him.